Natasha from MakeupInSFC. Welcome back to my channel. So today is a very exciting video because I received my very first Melt Cosmetics package, and so here is my beautiful gunmetal stack. Now, if you haven't seen gunmetal stack all over the internet, then you're living under a rock, but that's okay because I'm about to school you on some swatches, an eyeshadow look, and my overall thoughts on it. And so this will be kind of a first impressions because I have not used this and I have not bought anything from this brand before, but I was just so drawn to the gunmetal stack and all the colors in it that I had to buy it. And so if you're interested in watching this video, then please keep on doing so. Don't forget to like and subscribe in case you haven't done that already. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for giving me a chance, because you could be watching anybody else, but you're watching me, and I am so appreciative of that. So let's get started.
So the first thing we're going to do is define the crease, and I'm taking Assimilate, which is a matte taupe shade, and I'm going to use that in windshield wiper motions all over the crease, going back and forth and really blending out the edges. Now using the shade Gunmetal, it is a beautiful deep blue-black shade. It is shimmery, it is glittery, it's wonderful. I'm taking that on a smaller shader brush and I'm starting to blend that in the outer corner. Now, I don't usually use shimmery shades in the crease, but I thought this was the darkest shade and it would be the most effective to define the outer corner. Now, to really contrast that dark shade, I'm using the lightest shade, and this is called Harsh Stone White. It is a beautiful white champagne color. It is just one of my favorite colors in the stack, to be honest. Next, taking the shade Industrial, it is a gray brown. I'm using that in between the two shades so that it kind of gradually changes from light to dark, and I thought that was a great effect and a great use of the color. Now, I'm using these dry and on a regular eyeshadow base. I use the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer as usual, but I'm sure that if you used a glitter primer, these would be even more fantastic, but as you can see, they look amazing on their own. Now, to complete this smoky glittery look, I'm taking this Jordana Made to Last eyeliner. It is in a slate shade, but I will list everything down below. And I'm using that on my upper and lower waterline, and then I'm using the eyeshadow to smoke it all out. Then when one last final blending, everything looks good, and now we're going to move on to eyelashes. I'm using these eyelashes from Daiso. They are only $1.50 for all 3 lashes, and I adhered those with some Duo Lash Glue, which I love in the shade Dark. I opted out not to use eyeliner because you know how I am. I don't use it, and I like to get my lashes as close to the lash line as possible. So as you can see, I'm pressing them down to really bind them with my real lashes. Then touching the bottom with a little bit of mascara from CoverGirl. I'm taking this L.A. Colors lip gloss in the shade Dollface. It is a beautiful nudish pink shade, and it just brings a pop of color to the lips because the eyes are so cool toned. Then we got part 1 of the slow-mo action right here. But if you're into a little bit more edginess, I'm going to use this Jordana Sweet Cream Lip Cream. Now, I have to say, for $4.99, this liquid lipstick is not bad at all. I really am impressed with Jordana makeup, and so I love trying anything that they come out with. And so I love how black and opaque this liquid lipstick is, which is really difficult to find a cheap black lipstick. Sometimes black lipsticks at the drugstore may be sheer or just not enough color payoff, but I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I know they have a permanent line that has different shades that are a bit more wearable, and this was from the Halloween collection, so I will link it down below if I can find it. So that is the finished look.
So now I'm going to share my thoughts with you about this stack. So the stack all together is fabulous. I mean, I was not disappointed when I got this stack. As you saw in the demo, these eyeshadows are no joke. They're very shimmery, very glittery. They're not for the faint of heart. So if you're not someone who's into glitter and shimmer, this may not be the first stack I would recommend to you. I may recommend the Rust stack or maybe the dark matter stack, something where there are mattes. And this too can be very wearable depending on how you wear it. The majority of this stack are shimmers, and they are a pressed pigment. So when you see them all together, you can see that there is a range in them. And so when you swatch them together, I mean, they could very well blend into one another if you aren't careful. The one matte shadow that they do have in this stack is very useful because it does make the stack a little bit more wearable. So if you are looking for a 2 eyeshadow thing, just like you're a beginner or maybe you're not too sure about where to put eyeshadow, I would pair this matte eyeshadow with either one of these. I used all the eyeshadows just because I wanted to. You don't necessarily have to do that if you're wearing this eyeshadow stack. As you can see, these eyeshadow stacks are magnetic, and so it's great when you're traveling because they stack up against one another, but they are very sensitive. They are very delicate to the touch. Like this one right here, I kind of smashed it just stacking them together. So I wouldn't recommend this for, you know, high impact packing. Like maybe put some bubble wrap around it when you're traveling, because I mean you'll have to press them back into one another because like a little crack could happen. I like the size of the pans. I feel like it makes the product worth it, but it is about 2.6 grams all together, and then it's 0.09 grams each, which I think is pretty standard for an eyeshadow, but because the pan is so wide, it makes it look like it's a little bit more bang for your buck. So I think this is a really creative product. I think the possibilities are endless. Now I went for more of a light shade on the lid, but you could make this very smoky, very sultry. You can make it, you know, holiday wearable. Pair this with the red lip and you have a perfect holiday look.
But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And yeah.
See, right? Ooh, I just got my first Melt Cosmetics. I almost hit myself in the face. Oh. So if you have reached this point, that means you have watched my intro, you've watched my demo, you've watched the thoughts I had on this product, you watched the swatches, you watched the bloopers, and now I'm sneaking in a giveaway. So I wanted to thank my subscribers, the ones that watch my videos. I know which 80 of you really watch my videos. I wanted to thank you with this giveaway, and so I bought myself a stack. And then the next day I got a second stack. So I'm going to send a melt stack, and I'm going to show you it right here. I have not opened it. So here's the cute little box that you're going to get. So I'm pretty much going to send you what they sent me. I'm just changing the packaging sticker. This is an unopened gunmetal stack. I did open it to check that it wasn't broken, but I have not swatched it. I have not touched it. It is brand spanking new, and I'm going to give that to one winner. So my Gleam website will be linked down below, and it will show you the multiple ways that you can enter into my giveaway. So thank you so much for supporting me this far. You know, I really appreciate it. You don't know what you guys mean to me. So every time that you comment, every time that you like, every time that you view my video, I know who you are, I follow you, and I really appreciate it. So this is I was thinking about doing another kind of like thing, like maybe we could meet up in Powell downtown and go shopping together and just kind of like hang out that way, because I can't be giving everybody makeup all the time, but we can hang out and chill. So maybe that will be the next time that we kind of get together. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And yeah.